So, welcome back, episode 94. Man, that just sounds just absurd to me, being in the 90s every time. But I do want to say, if I sound a little bit different in today's episode, I am unfortunately dealing with the good old COVID and all the symptoms that come with it. Yes, I just got back from my trip, and we found out while we were up there on our trip that we had been exposed to COVID prior, and of course, all the symptoms hit on our way back, and of course continuing now. So anyways, welcome back, and it's good to be back, and I am ready to jump back into this pack. And there's now a new update. I am on the latest version as of the time of this recording, and so what does that mean? Well, that means now we actually get vault levels back again, or vault experience back as we traverse through our vaults now. So that did stop at level 100, but now that we're back, now that this update has been applied, we now get levels up to level 200. So we are only at 150, which means we can start saving our vault burgers again. How cool is that? So next time I go into a vault, you're going to notice once I finish the vault, I want to try and make it to as close to 30 seconds as possible before leaving the vault. And that is going to give me some experience in the little bar there that says 150. So that's gonna be fun. Right? We now get experience, but we also have the ability to technically give ourselves an experience multiplier. I'm still not fully sure if I want to use that yet. We'll see. Actually, just let me know down in the comments, would you want to see an experience multiplier applied? And if so, what experience multiplier would you like to see applied? Right? I've seen some people already saying like ×2 would be kind of cool. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I can definitely give an experience multiplier, but keep in mind it disappears once we hit level 200 anyways. So to me, it's not going to be a super crazy increase. It'll just get us to level 200 a little bit quicker. Now, first thing on the agenda for today, that is, well, gear. Well, specifically one piece of gear, and that is my helmet. We have a fantastic helmet here with wither immunity already built in and luck and everything, but as you can see, the repairs, we're done for with this helmet. This helmet is completely done. It's gonna have to go and move on onto one of our Eternals. But I think it's now time to go ahead and jump back into some more special crafting. So we should be able to craft ourselves a new pair. Now, all of our other gear has repair levels left. However, our vault leggings are getting to the point where we have one more repair. It is an Omega piece, which is meh. It's not the greatest Omega piece in the world, but that armor is really nice with that tin. So on the helmet, I want to try and roll as high of an armor as I possibly can. So you can see down here, I have all of this with fabrication jewels. What I want to do is I want to rip these off. These all have +1 armor. And on the artisan scroll, you may or may not, as you can see, get anything. Like there, we just got a head armor, where the other one was just a plain reroll. There we go, head with armor. Perfect. And so I'm going to do that to all of these. And then I'm going to actually just make my own gear. We should have plenty of scrap built up. And then, of course, I have tons of vault dust that I can turn into nuggets and into ingots. So we should be able to get our gear crafted up fairly quick and get back into a vault today. So I know this is going to take a bit, but I need to get that helmet done. And I'm looking for tier 2 gear. And hopefully we can get that. Now, I know this probably would be a little bit better if I had upgraded this perk. I think this is up for another level, right? Is this up for another level? Let's see. When did this hit? This hits at 150. So it will cost 12 points to upgrade this. And that will make things most likely epic under Masterful. Man, that next tier, that 5, would be really nice with a high chance of Omega. Oh, goodness. We'll get there eventually. But for right now, I'm just dealing with Flawless. And I could still get really good rolls. Like right there is a tier 2. And right there's a tier 2. Ooh, we're getting lucky. Another tier 2. Come on, keep on with the tier 2s. We're going to give ourselves 4 rolls worth. Because we might get lucky right on our first roll. And then all of these, I don't know. I'm going to save these for later. And I'm just going to store these for right now. All right, so I've got to open these bad boys. Now, on their first roll, they could be anything. So that's actually not horrible. Basically what we have. This one is meh. on the damage there, or the, that's an 8. Ooh, I like this one. So this is an epic with a +1 armor, giving it 8, which is better than what we have. And this one's not as good. This one's actually a pretty decent roll. What I'm probably going to do is re-roll these and see if we can't get anything better than this. But this is a really nice, with that repair and the levels, which is what I'm looking at. We also have a chance of rolling more armor on this. So we could get a really nice roll. All right, Robot. So let's do one with a potion effect. This could give us luck on a re-roll. You never know. So that's going to have a luck re-roll. And it did roll luck, but it is a pretty garbage luck roll. All right. And these are all going to be armor, I believe. So that'll do armor. And then this will do armor as well. And yeah, once it's reforged, like, you cannot reforge it. So you're kind of stuck with what it rolls on this next one. So this rolled a 7 with that extra health, which is kind of just, no, not as good. 7 with that extra health, not as good as this epic. This epic is actually quite nice. Perfect. So there we go. I think we already found our new armor piece. I'm going with this. This is actually really nice. It's 8. It's better than what we currently have. And then we're just going to see what these roll. This could roll luck. If I'm lucky. Let's see. We need 5 Wutacks. Ooh, 5 Wutacks. Man, it feels like my voice is so much deeper today, just being sick. Ah, oh goodness. All right, let's pop this on. And not bad. It does have the thorn chance, which I'm not spec'd into thorn. But the armor toughness, it did bump up, and we get a chest rarity increase. Actually, not horrible, and will be a pretty good replacement for this. So, by the way, you've made it this far into the video. I mean, might as well click that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you guys can be notified whenever I do publish new videos just like this. There's, of course, going to be some new stuff coming up soon. So, might as well click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new amazing content. So, I'm working towards a new crystal. Now, I have one that is luckier right off the bat, which is fantastic. So, I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and apply a luckier to this. And this is already on track to be a pretty nice crystal. And then I think later on, I'm going to try my best to run this CRP vault. This is going to be the last vault we run. And I'm hoping that I can get through this well. And also I want to try and put a mining room in it if we can. That would be just the cherry on top. I think that's where this needs to go. Now I do want to get safe zone on this gilded. If we can get multiple luckies on here, that'd be really nice, but I definitely need gilded of some sort. And if we can get an upgraded gilded, that'd be really nice. But so far everything is looking meh as far as this goes, but I'll start adding, you know, multiple things, and we're going to see, like right here, I think this is a pretty good compromise, a fast for that. And then we'll see. Safe zone, everything else just looks pretty gross as far as just trying to get a safe zone goes. So before I jump into this vault, let's talk a little bit about something that I've done. And I don't quite remember if I talked a little bit about this or not. But I did go ahead and spec into the Fatal Strike. Now, Fatal Strike is really nice. I have this Fatal Strike axe here. And when I do damage, you can see we do about 56 normally, 56, 56, 38 if it's a non-critical. But I mostly hit criticals. But there's going to be a time where I hit this, 157 damage. And that is the Fatal Strike. And we can actually see that down here, that we have a 13% chance to hit Fatal Strike. And it does 180% bonus damage, which is kind of nice, right? It's going to be really helpful for potential boss fights and stuff like that. I just wanted to show that real quick before we jump into this vault. Now, this vault is going to be Luckier, Rotten, Safe Zone, Fast, Lucky, and Nerd, Optimistic, Withering, Slowed, Extended, Trapped, Gilded, Difficult, and Hungry. Woo! That's a lot. And I do have all the resistances right here. So, this actually should be a pretty decent vault. Not looking for a whole lot of vault diamonds, but we should, I don't know, see quite a few chests. I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be a good run. All right, let's run this bad boy. Oh, how I hope this is going to be good. Oh boy. So let's do this. Got my marker placed. And let's pop some chests. Oh, and of course, it's a scavenger vault. Why would it not be a scavenger vault? Come on now. Oh, I noticed when that chest opened up, that was interesting. I ended up getting a piece of gear. Very nice. Wasn't expecting that. Ooh, very nice. I will take this room for sure. We'll just grab all of the chests and let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of changes that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there were some changes that were made to some of the recipes, and I don't know if the mining gadgets, this particular gadget got a change, but I do know I think the building gadgets and stuff did as well. Like there were definitely some recipe changes. I'm gonna have to check those out after this vault for sure. Oh boy, and here's an Omega room, but it's not what I was looking for. I want ones with chests. I will take these, however. Don't get me wrong. There's a chest all the way up here. What in the world? Now, of course, there are lovely chests inside of these. I'll definitely take. Oh, this is exactly what I want. Oh, look at all the chests. Yes, this one is like incredibly filled with chests as well. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Not to mention everything that's underground I have yet to get to. Let's get all this underground stuff. I'm going to try and get all these spawners out of here too. That would help a little bit. All right, let's tear into this bad boy. Oh my goodness. Now it's time to loot. Now I know some of you guys mentioned that my gear, not all the gear is going into my gearbox, but the majority of it does. I have noticed like a couple of things like will not go in there and then will end up in my inventory, but it's not been a lot. Like one piece right there has just been unidentified gear, and I think it's related to tier 2 pieces. I'm not quite for sure if it's 100% tier 2 or tier 1. It would take me forever to be able to get filters set up for all that stuff. Let's do a little check. Anything good? And meh. Now this right here is what it's all about. Look at all of these gilded chests all piled up. This is just a single gilded run. I don't know if there was like some internal things that were changed. So far this vault has been going very, very smoothly. I mean, incredibly smooth. And it almost feels like there's more regular chests. I could be wrong though. It could just be because it's gilded. Nothing like going fishing. Look at this. Even though this is a chest run, I still like to do my fishing from time to time. You know, still gotta loot. Now, one thing I still yet to get is another challenge card. I had all those challenge cards that I ended up getting like all at once, and now I've just not gotten a single challenge card yet. Which means I can't do the challenge runs, which means it's gone like 2 weeks without doing a challenge run, which means no artifact for those 2 weeks. And yeah, I still have yet to get one. Just hasn't happened. Like I've been trying to kill these player mobs, and nothing. So since we kind of get more XP for waiting and extending the vault as long as possible, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this time at the end to just do what I used to do, and that was fight mobs. And this actually might be what gets us those challenge cards. Well, with just 3 seconds left before, there we go. We start to hear that beeping again, and we're out. And now we should notice an experience gain. It's not by much, but it did bring us up a little bit. So we actually still got experience from completing that vault. And that's where that modifier might come into play. And I'm wondering what you guys think we should use. So like I said, let me know down in the comments what modifier we should use, if I should use it. I might even run a poll over on the community page and over on Twitter. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't followed me over on Twitter, you can go it's just at ChosenArchitect over on Twitter. So be sure to check me out there. Of course, let's take a look at our loot. Of course, tons of stuff here. For some reason, one got away. I don't know how we got this one piece, but it ended up getting out of our gears and extras. But as you can see, that's just building up. This actually works. This works just fine for collecting all these items. And then, of course, you guys want to see vault diamonds, so vault goodies. We got 11 vault diamonds that run, not horrible, and 3 key pieces. That's kind of crazy. And then, of course, a bunch of other goodies. Now, I feel like we got Echo that run. Yes, we got Echo ore that run. And let's see, random drops. And we got a bunch of Echo gems. 5 Echo gems and way more vault burgers than I was expecting to get. That is a lot, actually. That's almost a whole stack. Was that changed too? I know it wasn't mentioned. Speaking of change, we do have to look at some of those other changes, like crafting recipes. So yeah, according to the change log, there's some good stuff that happened here. We have building gadgets, the create wrench, RS cables, and AE cables were apparently some change. It says updated a bunch of recipes, but included but not limited to. This used to cost a Echo Pog. So those who want to jump into this don't have to worry about it being an Echo Pog. It is now a little bit easier to obtain. Thank goodness, because that was going to end up being a lot of Echo Pogs just to make the gadget, because it requires the building gadget in all the prerequisite crafting. So that's nice. Actually, making the copy and paste, other than this being 3 times, which isn't bad right now, but yeah, it's still kind of expensive for the copy paste. It does cost vault diamonds, but it's a little bit cheaper now that we don't have to have the Echo. Now, cables. What's different about these? Oh my gosh, they changed the recipe. So originally the recipe was changed and it was made harder, and now it's back to being easier, way easier. Ooh, I like this, because I think before it was requiring what, compressed redstone. So yeah, the recipe has gone back, which is very nice. Now the create wrench, why was it changed? Oh, it needs golden sheets instead of bronze. I think before it needed bronze. I don't remember. I think it needed gold. I guess it maybe was changed to require gems. I'm not quite sure, but I did make this. You still need sheets, so you still have to make the press and everything. Huh. But yeah, that was a thing. So cables are a lot cheaper now, which is great. But you know, I was getting by either way with the new or the old recipe because of where we're at. But however, I mean, it would have made it way easier for me early on had those cables been cheaper. But I'm making it through. I'm making it through for sure. And I am liking these changes. These changes are great. Anything that makes it easier to access some of these mods almost gives the player more variety to pick early on, because otherwise it's linear progression. Even if you are given options, it still feels linear. If, let's say, something requires a late game item that you can't obtain anyways, it's going to push that mod until late game. So I do like the options here. So given more options is great, especially for early game players, so they're not stuck in a linear mod progression line. So before we jump into the next amazing vault, which the vault, by the way, is going to be that CRP vault, let's go ahead and thank a few people for their amazing art skills. Like, oh my goodness, for the amazing fan art that's going on here. So first of all, I want to thank Chimera again for another amazing art piece. And this one is going to go right here. It is a nice perfect square. Actually, I can make these a little bit larger now. So I should be able to do this and then this, right? And we can make these a little bit larger because I'm gonna try and fill this with art. And as you can see right there, oh, I love this like art style. It's so whimsical, so cool. But thank you, Chimera. And then we have, of course, Grayscale again with an amazing re-artwork piece. If you know that piece of art that is like right next to the base, this is that. And I can actually expand this one too. I should be able to go like this, and then 2 up. And then we put this in here. And look at that. Thank you so much, Grayscale. Ooh, I like that new symbol there. And then we have the Stormy Bear, which I think is, this is a hilarious rendition of me eating Vault Burgers. So let's go ahead and pop this. There we go. I love that. Also with my googly eyes, which I appreciate. And then we have the Artworks Kobar? I believe it's Artworks Kobar. I believe that's how I'm supposed to pronounce this. But this is another epic. Like, there's so much detail in this. This thing is like insane. I don't even know where to place this thing. But yeah, this has so much detail in it. Let's see if I can't find a place on the ground. Maybe even like on the outside of the tree. Like, I really like this piece. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we can place that here. Because that piece is epic. Look at this. Like, all the detail that is in this thing is like, this could go on a t-shirt and would be so cool. I love this art style. Fantastic. Thank you so much, like, for making that. That's an incredible piece of art. But guys, with that, I know I sound incredibly sick. It is time to do this CRP vault. Now, for this to work properly, I am going to be taking out this from the slot. Well, if I can, I actually have to control click that. There we go. Control click that back. And there we go. We have a mine room. This is going to go on to this. So let's go ahead and apply this. This will give it a chance of having 1 mine room inside this vault. And I hope it's a good mine room, and I hope we can find it within a short period of time so I can mine this. I mean, honestly, to get through a normal mine room, just a regular one, it shouldn't take all that long. And I'm hoping that with this battery, even if it's another type, I should be able to get through it with my mining gadget. But let's hope it's not the wooden one. Let's hope it's anything but the wooden one. So I can use my Terra Shatterer, because this will be fun. I can get through it pretty fast with just a Terra Shatterer. So, with that being said, I think we should jump into this vault. If all goes well, this should be able to grant us an unbelievable amount of ore to hopefully extend into the future and last us a while. And of course, this is the first room that pops up. I'm going to be skipping these rooms as I am specifically hunting for that one room, the mine room. Oh boy, I thought this was the mine room for a second. And here I found it. Oh, things are going to get a little bit crazy. Oh goodness. And I still have like 27 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is going to be bonkers. I've got to try and get to the top. There we are. And yeah, I am going to be doing this the whole time. Oh, this is going to get unreal. This amount of ore is gonna last so long, I hope. I mean, just look at it. Look at all this ore. This right here, Dream Vault. This is what I've been waiting for. All of this, culminating to this one moment. So I've made it to the second level. Man, I wish I had the voice to literally express how this feels, because this is going to last for a while. Like, I'm hoping this is actually enough to get me to an Omega Pog, like another one. So we should have another potential Omega Pog just from this alone. If not 2. Like, oh my gosh, this is just so much ore. And I'm hoping I get enough black opal from this to be able to do such. I have a little guy running around. Don't know if I'm going to be able to attack him or not. They're so hard to hit. Got him, actually. Wow. Would he give me some cards and some gear? Ooh, nice. By the way, I did get a challenge raffle from this. And as you can see, almost completely finished with this whole mining area. Oh my gosh, the sheer amount of ore that we've gotten from this is just too much. Too much ore. I can already, well, I mean, I guess there is no too much ore, but it just feels like I got a lot. I have yet to unpack and really see what I've gotten, but I know it's a lot. I still have just like ore laying around. So I was able to clear that whole thing and still give myself, you know, 9 minutes or so to hopefully find some other rooms that may potentially have some ore, like hopefully a crystal room or something like that. Plus, this is a CRP. This does not happen very often. I do not have very many CRPs, but man, the fact that I was able to get a mine room in this one, oh, mind blowing. Oh, look, fishing room. I can do a little bit more fishing. And of course, this, like with it being CRP, like this is going to be mostly ore inside these. 100% mostly ore. Yeah, you can see just about everything in these are ore. Totally worth grabbing everything. And this room, what? How can we get, we can't surpass the luck. There's no way we're surpassing luck. This is the teardrop room and it's a CRP. Not even fair. Not even. And when I say fair, it's not fair to you guys watching because the chances of this happening, very slim, very, very slim. Oh my goodness. Well, not to get any more greedy and risk ruining this beautiful run, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I have in here. Grab any chests that we'll have. There should be a bunch of chests in here. Very nice. And we'll go with this. We got 3 minutes left on the clock. And we'll just grab what we have. Well, without risking any more, I'm out of here. And I'm so excited to see what's inside of our backpack. This is the backpack full of ore. And I mean full of ore. Oh my. Wow. Okay. We ended up getting a stack and a half of black opal, 7 echo. Look at all the biniatite, and we just broke stacks of this. Oh my. Okay. 38 iscalium, 41. I mean, we almost basically doubled everything we have in our inventory right now. Yep, that was a crazy ore run. What a CRP vault. That's what it's about right there. So just in that run alone, we ended up getting 808 biniatite. 808 bini. That's a lot of biniatite. And let's see, what else did we get? How much Larimar? So almost 800 as well. That is so much. Let's see, and then woot dye. 300. My goodness. And let's see, everything else, you know, is pretty plain to see. The painite, alexandrite. You can definitely see how things sort of stack up. 340 of alexandrite. And this is just slowly being thrown in. Now, the thing I am happy about is I got a challenger card. Oh, thank goodness. And everything else in here, pretty nice. We did get some tier 2 rolls, like some gear. I think we got this hunter eye. And we got a flawed ruby, which is kind of nice because you can combine this with a piece of gear. And I think you can't craft this. This is literally something that you can only get in a particular way. And we got it from the goblin. So, artisan or treasure hunter. I was literally just looking at this today. And it has a chance of applying a random modifier with a chance of it breaking, which is super scary. But, you know, if it worked, like that would be a really nice roll. Like, especially on something that already has several rolls on it. That would be fantastic. Definitely something to keep in my inventory for later. Well, guys, with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I was sick through most of the episodes, so please forgive. But, of course, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Because, of course, I can't make these videos without our fantastic sponsors. And that is going to be huge thanks going to AV Unknown over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. And of course, not just any premium member, the diamond tier member, the top of the top, the best of the best. Of course, guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Click that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.